I think you mentioned that it was like over 200 plus campaigns, like automated workflows that you had to move from the old platform into MoEngage in like 12 weeks once you picked MoEngage. A lot of teams in your shoes would have just been like, all right, let's just shift the existing logic into the new spot. Let's not worry about like fixing or sunsetting stuff. Let's just like move it all over. Let's save time there. Honestly, I think that maybe that's what I would have done. It's what I've done in the past. You didn't do this at all. Like in those 12 weeks, you improved and redid a lot of the strategy for the messaging and the campaigns. What was your framework for deciding what are we keeping, what are we rewriting, and what are we kind of sunsetting? And how did this all kind of come together? Was there like a holy crap, this might actually fail moment during the sprint? Like, walk us through that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really the life cycle. So it was actually this part of it, the life cycle team really took ownership of. So they had spreadsheets with all the different campaigns. We had over 200 campaigns. We had been our previous platform for 7 years. We had like over 200 campaigns that we had. Uh, Things were dated, right? So I completely understand where you're coming from, but we decided to take this as an opportunity to have a new template. So we got a new template created. We wanted to get all this information into the new template. As far as like how we did this, we ranked all of our campaigns like priorities. We applied a 0 to maybe 3, and we had them, ranked that way. We actually paid MoEngage extra to help us migrate. So MoEngage used their resources and teams that they had to essentially shift campaigns, put them into our new templates, and then we were the final approvers. So, without that, because I mean, our lifecycle team at the time were 3 people. We wouldn't have been able to do that. But super helpful. Again, we paid extra for it, but it was money well spent. So that was sort of how we approached that. But I guess why didn't we just do a lift and shift? I mean, it's one of those things. I think one week we thought we could do it. What we had was so old and dated. It's like, well, if we're gonna start new, get the sort of like a MVP, get the minimal viable product, minimal viable email messaging out there, use a new template, use a new, setup, and then kind of keep going over time. And to some extent, that's what we did. So, I mean, our previous contract cut off January 19th. I mean, it was done. But, or it took us a while to get we were live again on the new plan, Motigage, January 19th. It took us some time to get everything up to parity. So I'm not saying we got complete parity at January 19th. We didn't. It took us some time, but we got to the point where the MVP messages, like those, those tier 0 messages that we absolutely had to have, they were live in the platform. So, and that's not only emails, but it's also in apps, it's pushes. I mean, we were testing all of that.
Yeah, yeah, love that, love that. And I will say too, like when it comes to migrations, there's almost an opportunity to see if like can campaigns be made better. It's kind of like when you're moving to a new house, kind of like, hey, do we need all this stuff?
Exactly.
And then when you get to the new house, it's like maybe we can put stuff in a different way that's actually better. So that really resonates with me. How about we talk about the roles and your team like after the migration? After you implemented MoEngage, did it change the way that you worked? Did it change people's roles? Did you have to hire people, or some people maybe could change jobs because the tooling was different? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, I would say that the team, not only the members of the team, but what they did changed dramatically. So in our old platform, even though our old partner vendor had a drag and drop editor, we didn't use it. So we had a CRM team of essentially 3 people. One of those members left sort of midway through. So we had essentially 2 members officially on the lifecycle team, and they were hard coding HTML. So they were very reactive. I mean, they did a great job considering, but I mean, their day was very much about, I have lots of different requests coming at me. I'm hard coding these HTML emails, and how do I get them out, right? So it was a That was their day. Today, I would say our CRM team is probably about 7 people. So, one of the members, one of those 2 members is now leading the team. So she was promoted. She's now director. She's leading the team. We have a senior analyst on the team helping with campaign data, which he didn't have previously. We have someone who's working on various flows, testing AI, thinking about new ways that we can engage our users. We have other people we have another person who is, helping with like campaign management, working with other folks around. We talked about how it's really a product, getting all those things in. So we have the team is really, I don't want to say ballooned because sometimes it's sort of a negative connotation, but we definitely were able to identify roles that are super helpful to what our end goal is, which is, encouraging engagement, getting subscriptions. We were able to identify roles that would help us do that we definitely didn't have before. Before we had 2 people. And then when we started doing the migration, we did add a contractor. They were coding email, HTML, and their day was very, very different. So yeah, the team is dramatically different. The lifecycle team itself, yeah, for sure.